Hi, I'm Kara Radel. I'm 23. I'm from Clarksville, Georgia, and this is my interview for TLC's The Next Great Baker Season 2.
What do you do for a living and do you enjoy it?
I'm a cake decorator for a living. I enjoy it a lot. I work at a grocery store bakery, and I really love decorating. It's my passion, and I'm just excited to branch out in new areas and learn more about it.
How did you get into baking and decorating? Tell us your backstory.
I actually got into baking and decorating just by chance. I was a cashier at the grocery store where I worked, and asked my store manager if there was any other position that I could go into where I could do something different and get more hours. And he put me in the bakery, and for a while I was just closing, cleaning, doing some baking and basic things. And then I started learning to decorate. I just watched other decorators and taught myself as much as I could, and eventually got trained to do it. And so now that's what I get to do every day, and I really love it.
How would you describe your personality?
I would describe my personality as nice, fun, easygoing. Um, just I like to have fun, and I get along with pretty much everyone, and just a pretty fun-loving person.
What type of people do you like and what types of people rub you the wrong way?
I'd say I like most types of people. People who are like me, just easygoing and fun. The only types of people that really rub me the wrong way are people who are just really bossy and opinionated and try to control other people and tell other people what to do.
Tell me about the things you excel at most in life.
I'd say the things that I excel at most at are cake decorating. I'm also really into reading. I love literature. So I like art. I've done a lot of different types of art, and so I'm really into that, and I try to incorporate that into my decorating. Um, and I would say just anything that is creative and just involves, thinking outside the box and being different.
How would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
I would say my friends would describe me as fun, funny. I like seem shy at first, but really I have an outgoing personality, and I can be really funny and crazy. My toughest critics would probably say that I'm too shy and too withdrawn. But if something comes up that I'm really passionate about and I feel strongly about it, I'm not afraid to speak out about it.
What types of things push your buttons and why?
I would say the types of things that push my buttons are other people trying to push their opinions on me. I like to do things my own way and come up with my own solutions, and I don't really like other people trying to tell me what to do.
What's your best and worst quality?
I'd say my best qualities are that I'm creative, I'm hardworking, and I'm really great at coming up with solutions to difficult problems and coming up with different ways to approach things. I would say my worst qualities are probably that I'm very emotional and I can be really hard on myself.
Tell us about your background and upbringing. How did it help or hurt the person you become today?
I grew up here in Clarksville, Georgia, to a small family. I was homeschooled up until high school, so just lived in a small town and was kind of sheltered. I think it's made me, a really hardworking person with good values. But it's also kind of made me want to see the rest of the world and branch out and experience new things. So it's really made me strive to go out there and to do more with my life.
How do you react to criticism, and what's your gut reaction when you receive it?
I think that criticism, I can take it different ways. As far as work or on a professional level, as long as it's constructive, I think I handle it pretty well, and I can just take it as what I need to work on and what I need to do to improve myself. But criticism on a personal level, I don't take it very well. I tend to get really emotional, I cry easily, and it really upsets me and just really gets me going.
If you've watched any episodes of The Next Great Baker, which contestants did you most relate to and why?
On the last season of Next Great Baker, I really related to Megan from Texas. I thought that she was really sweet. I thought she was a great cake decorator, and I just really identified with her. I felt that I had a lot in common with her, and I was really rooting for her. Um, I liked a lot of the contestants, but she was one of my favorites. So I think that I related to her, and I think that in the same way other people could relate to me.
Do you feel your skills are better than the previous contestants? Elaborate.
I think my skills are definitely better than some of the previous contestants. There were a lot of good people on last year, but I think I'm also really good. I have a lot to offer. I've been making cakes professionally for a couple years now, doing it on a full-time basis for almost a year. So I think I've really got a good skill set and a good handle on decorating, and I'm really excited to just get in there and be challenged and show what I can do.
How are you going to play the game if you are selected for the show?
If I'm selected for the show, I think my main focus will be my decorating and doing a really great job with the challenges and working hard. However, I'm not afraid to play the game. I'm not there to make friends, I'm there to win. So if someone gets in my way, I'm not afraid to do what I need to do to win.
Define what kind of competitor you will be.
I think I'll be a really strong competitor. I've got a lot of different skills. I know how to use a lot of different materials in my decorating and incorporate a lot of different elements into it. I think that in this competition, people might underestimate me because I'm so young and because of my background being from a grocery store. But I've done a lot of decorating on my own and in my own spare time. So I think I'm definitely on the same level with others, and I think I'll be really good competition.
What is your strategy for winning the game? And what will you do to stay in the competition or avoid going home?
My strategy to win is just work hard, give it my all, be creative and come up with different innovative solutions. Um, I'm not really a mean person, but if somebody gets in my way, I'm not afraid to take them out. So I think I'll be a great competitor, and I think I stand a really good chance to win.
Do you have a secret weapon?
If I had a secret weapon, I would say it's probably the fact that I do know how to use fondant. It's not something that we use at my grocery store, but I've taught myself how to make it and how to use it on my own. So I think that's going to be really surprising to people, and they're going to be interested to see that.
What is it about you that will make you go far or win this competition?
I think the thing that will take me the farthest is just my drive, my passion for decorating, and my drive to succeed. I want this more than anything. It's my dream, and I'm not going to let anything stand in my way.
Tell us about your food industry experience.
Like I said, I worked in a supermarket bakery for almost 4 years. Before that, I worked at the front end of a supermarket. So I've kind of got a little bit in different areas. I also know how to cook, just kind of taught myself how to cook on my own at home. Um, so I don't have a lot of experience as far as like restaurant, but I do have a lot of baking and decorating experience.
True or false? You have to go to culinary school to be a good baker or decorator. Please explain your answer.
I don't think you necessarily have to go to culinary school to be a good baker or decorator. I think it's a great thing. It's very valuable. But I think that you can learn a lot on your own or on hands-on, on-the-job training like I have. So while I do think it's a good thing to have, I don't think it's necessary to have that to be a great baker.
Do you have cake decorating, baking, or pastry experience?
Yes, I do have a lot of cake decorating and baking experience. Done that as a job full-time for several years now. I also decorate a lot on my own at home. I do a lot of birthday cakes and different cakes for celebrations for my family and my husband's family. So it's something that I do, every day. It's pretty much my whole life.
Is there a specific genre of food or desserts you like to bake or cook? Be very specific. And what type of baking do you hate?
I would say my favorite genre of baking and decorating would be wedding cakes. I really like making big, beautiful, ornate cakes and decorating them to, really specific specifications. And really, I would say the only type of baking or cooking that I really hate is something really tedious, like maybe making cookies in huge amounts because it's not that creative, it's just really repetitive. And that kind of thing, it just doesn't hold my interest quite as much as decorating.
Are you creative in the kitchen? And how elaborate and creative are your designs when baking?
I do think I'm creative in the kitchen, as far as baking and cooking as well. I like to play with recipes and do different things with them. I do think I'm very creative at work. I'm always coming up with different solutions to my customers' requests. A lot of customers will ask me for things that, we don't have the materials or the decorations necessary to do it, and I will come up with ways to make what they want with the type of materials that are available to me.
Tell us any interesting details about yourself or anything that makes you stand out.
Um, well, I'm 23 and I've been married since I was 18, so that's a little bit different. I come from a really small town. Like I said, I was homeschooled until I was 14. So, I had kind of a different school experience than most people. And I think that all around, I'm just a unique and interesting sort of person.
What is your